Okay.
There's not a pen in it.
We're on the record in cause number 327-646. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Brokesha Henry Boulard. Ms. Boulard, your case is on the court's announcement docket. You're here with your attorney, Mr. John Macy. Mr. Macy has informed the court that you would like to hire your own attorney. Is that correct?
Because I take a little bit more time to decide if I wanted to take the like the deferred and
Well, so you just need more time to talk to your lawyer. That's what you're saying?
yes, I really do. Because in my profession, it's like I can't.
Okay, but I don't need to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, at this point, you have an attorney that's representing. Anything that you want to discuss about your case, you discuss that with your attorney. You don't discuss that with the court because you have a right against self-incrimination. The court does not get involved in any plea bargain agreements. Okay, that's between the defense and the state. Not the court does not get involved in that. So my question to you is, you said you need more time to talk to your lawyer. Is that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Mr. Macy, what we'll do is, I guess, give y'all some more time to, I guess, get together and you can confer with your client, and then at that particular time, when you come back, you can make an announcement. We can reset you.
Today, Chad?
No, I can reset you for 30 days.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I thought you,
No, that's, she should say she need more time. I didn't get the impression that she was talking about a few minutes.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
now,
that's
Ms.
fine.
Boulard, we're gonna reset your case for 30 days, okay? And, once the young lady finish from over there, your attorney is gonna go stand in front of the court coordinator and get your reset. Once you get your reset, Ms. Boulard, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Mr. Macy, you can go over there and get your reset from the court coordinator.
Thank you, Judge.
She'll give you your date. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm lost. I think we're ready.
We're on the record in cause number 327-572. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Sharon Berry. Mr. Berry, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Berry, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Okay, Mr. Berry, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Berry? That's good.
423 or 430? Let me know. 430 is better.
Okay, Mr. Berry, the information in this case alleges that on or about April 15th of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated. Second, the information further alleges that prior to the commission of this offense, that you on March 7th of 2020 of, of 2001 in the county court at law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, and cause number 216234, that you were convicted of the misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated, and that conviction became final before the commission of this offense. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of driving while intoxicated, second, Mr. Berry, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Berry, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, Mr. Berry, are these your initials? That look like his name. I don't know if it's his signature. Hold on a minute. That's his signature. Okay. Mr. Berry, it looks like your signature here. It asks for your initials. Could you make that that change? Barry, I'm gonna show you again what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 1 on page 2 of this document. Are these your initials on the line that says no contendere?
Yes, sir.
No contest? Now, on the next document, well, on the same document, on the next page, at the top where it says defendant, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is a trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
There's one box that's checked at the top of this document. That box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The next document that I have is the discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature on the second line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Berry, prior to signing and initialing these well, first of all, yeah, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes, sir.
to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's, well, actually, I have State's Exhibit number 1 and 2. State, you like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any
No
objections?
objection, Your Honor.
No objection. States Exhibits number 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Grove, you have advised and counsel Mr. Berry. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Mr. Berry, your attorney, Mr. Grove, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Berry, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 60 days county jail.
Okay. Mr. Berry, the state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County. Do you have a judgment? The state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You'll also have to pay court costs of $407. Mr. Berry, are you able to pay the $407 court costs? Okay, give me one of those financial affidavits.
Yes.
The questionnaire. Okay, now, Mr. Berry, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
And where are you employed?
For the moment.
And Mr. Berry, how much, let's see, how many hours do you normally work a week?
It varies.
What's the average?
So, 40 hours a week.
Okay. How long have you been working at that job?
Since 2016.
Okay, now how much do you, what's your take-home pay on the average of a month?
It varies. It goes up and down.
Okay, what's the average?
So about
If you take the high and the low and divide it in half, what's the average?
so about 20 a month.
About 200 a month?
Yeah.
Okay. And, you have a spouse that works? Are you married?
No, I'm separated.
Okay. You separated. Okay, you have to, do you receive any child support, anything? Do you receive any SNAP, that's food stamps? You receive any social security disability?
No.
You receive any other governmental checks?
No.
You have any other form of income?
No.
Do you have any assets, like you own a car, a house, land?
No, sir.
You have to pay rent?
No.
Okay, let me do this here then. Do you, you don't have to pay rent, do you you don't own a home? Do you reside with a family?
Yes.
Okay. Utilities, do you have to pay utilities?
Yes.
How much do you have to pay per month?
Like 160.
Okay, and, do you have to pay child support?
No.
What about, food expenses?
Yeah. About 40, $50 a month.
About $40 or $50 a month?
Yeah.
That's why he's so thin.
And, transportation costs? You have to pay for transportation?
Yes, sir.
How much do you have to pay?
Barely.
Okay, how much you had to pay last month?
200.
Okay. And cell phone expenses,
Yes.
what's that?
$59 a month.
59?
Yes, sir.
Probation fees? Medical expenses? Credit cards?
No.
Okay. Okay, the court is going to, find that you're indigent. And the court is going to waive the, uh, uh, court costs of, what's that, $407? Okay. So, Mr. Berry, state is offering that you serve 60 days in Jefferson County jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you're entitled to get by law. And the court costs in this case will be waived because the court is going to find that you are indigent. Do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court is going to follow the plea bargaining agreement that you've entered into with the state. Mr. Berry, just please follow the bailiff. And Ms. Berry, you have a blessed day. And Mr. Grove, I think this concludes your case.
Yes, sir.
You have a blessed day.
His fingerprint.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
you have a blessed